3 in the fourth when you called timeout. What did you say in the huddle, and what made the difference down the stretch?
Just settle the boys down, try to run a set, understand the emotion of the game, and just make sure we execute on both ends of the floor.
Joe, just the luxury of having Kristaps and being able to go to him repeatedly, those 2 buckets down the stretch, how awesome is that? Different from last year to be able to just, when Jason and Jaylen don't have maybe dump it into him and getting those easy buckets.
Yeah, when teams are switching on and off ball and pressuring us the way they did, a pressure release with the ability to play out of the post is, I think something that we have to continue to develop for the long-term success of our team. And so I thought he was great. I thought he stepped up tonight and played a great game. But really, O'Shea, Luke, Peyton, Sam, that unit, to me, that's why you put so much stock into them. That's why you believe in them. They have to help you win games like that. When it's a long year, it's going to be nights where you're not at your best, but those guys brought it. And so it's big time.
Defensively, what did they do differently tonight than they did last Saturday?
I think it goes back to fool's gold, right? We shot 50% from 3. And so to me, and they were on a second night of a back-to-back, but traveling from Detroit at 3 o'clock in the morning. And so that game was a little bit of fool's gold, and I expected the game to go more like this because of their physicality, because of their switching. And so they just turned up the pressure. They switched on and off ball. Their pickup points were really high, and they forced us to work for everything.
What did you like about just 17 offensive rebounds, second chance points, and it kind of slowed down in the third quarter a little bit, but then we got that big one late and everything?
Yeah, so I think that's the recipe, and something that we took from last year is when we're not shooting well, can we have a different switch attack, which is what Kristaps is able to bring us in the post, and how do we fight to get extra possessions, which is our offensive rebounding and our crashing. So something we've stressed this year, it's something we've gotten better at, and in nights like this, it keeps baskets alive, and it gives you extra possessions. I think we got 5 more shots than they did, 99-94. And I don't know what the free throws were, but being able to control the shot margin in games like that is super important.
When you talk about the bench, especially offensive rebounding, you have multiple guys like Peyton, Luke, O'Shea, who do all that. How do they kind of set the tone in that regard to maybe make this also?
Yeah, I think they're just as important to our team as anybody else because they set the energy tone and they make all the dirty plays and they do all the dirty work. And tonight, I think we had at halftime, it was 9 offensive rebounds to 2 and 19 second chance points to 0. And so our ability to get extra possessions at the other end and protect the rim with our defensive rebounding and on defense is important. And those guys just brought it on both ends.
Jaylen Brown, a triple-double, and maybe most surprising was the assist. What was he doing tonight? Is he becoming a better passer?
Yeah, I think he's becoming a better playmaker. He's becoming a better guy of understanding the flow of the game. I tell you what, there was a couple plays that were a direct learning experience from the last game with the reads and them trying to change matchups and finding where that matchup is. And I thought Jaylen did a good job of just playing with poise, using his speed to generate a cross match, finding it, and then making the right play. So he continues to get better and better.
Cool. Thank you, Joe.
Thanks.